Yes, we are now. All right.
Okay.
Anyway, yes, folks, we're back finally.
Oh, gee, head up,
And
watch
and
out,
and
duck and
before
cover. Here we come.
Yep.
and before we really get started, I just want to say to all the listeners and viewers that we've had in the past, we we realize that we've had some uh, technical difficulties, but hopefully, with everything that's going on right now, with Shirley, our main host that takes over the front end of stuff, we should have a better situation because Shirley is rocking a a gigabit Ethernet internet service.
Yeah. Not trying to plug anything, but thank you, C Spire. But
You
yeah,
guys
that's been.
have C Spire in
Oh,
your
go ahead and
area.
Yeah.
plug that.
Huh?
Go ahead and plug
Okay,
that
may I
because you
finish
went
saying what I
from
started to say?
Yeah, go ahead, Janet.
If you have C Spire in your area, take it from the oddball extreme.
Mm-hmm.
It works wonders.
Yep.
If you're in my area, we have wired, and it works like a charm for us.
Yeah, just check what you got. All right, so anyway, let's get to the intros. I'm your host for tonight. I am Oddball Extreme, and I'm coined. Okay, I'm joined in this thing by four of my crazy cohorts. First, to my bottom left, we have our master and creator, Frodo. Hello, Frodo.
there should be a lot more solid with new internet.
Oh yeah. Then to my right, we have our resident Joker, Mike. Hello, Mike.
Hello, everyone. Happy Monday.
All right, to my left, we have our tiny sus Janet. Hello, Janet.
Hello.
And finally, below right, we have our Chloe Tail, Chloe. Hello, Chloe.
He father muckers.
Yep. And in the chat, we have.
Did you say Father Muckers?
Yep, Father
That is what I
Muckers.
said.
I'll be right
Yep,
back.
Father Muckers. Yep. All right. Anyway, we also have Saju in the chat room, our man from the Bronx. And yes, Saju and I have both literally
Who
cut the cord.
is
We're both done with cable.
and just so you know, if you're in this chat room and Mr. Sajo says something, he is our global moderator, so he does
Yep.
have the power to kick you if you're being an idiot.
Yep. You be ugly, you be gone.
And no, I don't think he's gonna have to do that because
All right,
we're
guys,
very
listen.
open
I'm
about
gonna
stuff,
listen.
but
Can you guys talk for a minute? I'll be right back.
That's fine.
your mom,
Yeah.
is it? It's your mom.
Yeah.
Honestly,
All
I
right,
think
so
I think I might just get off because I'm a lot more tired than I thought I was.
That's fine.
Oh, you want to know
anyway,
something?
we
I
They
already
declared.
explained why, but I need sleep.
All right.
All right, sorry about
You
that.
could come in and listen to
Here we go.
Shirley play Yu-Gi-Oh tomorrow.
Sorry about this.
No, you are perfectly fine, Chloe. Get some
you're
rest.
good.
You have a
Thank you.
Yep.
Bye bye. Have a good show.
Thanks.
Yep.
Okay,
So-
that's a lot better with my camera. Good lord.
Oh, so some people have been telling Eminem to leave the country for not knowing about Charlie Kirk, and he says, I don't need pundits' names to prove I'm American. Yeah, so people are starting to disrespect Eminem, who I would consider one of our standard bearers as far as First Amendment rights is considered. What would you guys say?
Agreed. There we go. Okay.
I mean, you literally can't tell me that Eminem is not a fucking god among First Amendment rights.
Yes.
What do you think, Jan?
Eminem, now run that by me again.
As far as our First Amendment rights are considered, I hold a couple things in very high regard. Eminem and South Park. Would you agree that both of those deserve to be held in high regard as far as our First Amendment rights?
Yeah. And Jimmy Kimmel.
I
And-
agree. Now I understand what you were saying. Yes. Our First Amendment right is the right to free speech. Am I right?
Yep.
Free speech, freedom of the press, free expression of religion.
Freedom of assembly, right?
Yep, freedom of assembly, which means that we can protest. All that. It's all covered on the First Amendment.
Yep.
And the best part is legal speech is especially covered because guess what?
Whoa.
Freely.
You know, I am afraid a lot of the times to speak how I feel because I'm afraid that I'm going to get in trouble. So rather than
Yeah,
worry about
well,
getting in
guess
trouble,
what?
I keep to myself.
But the problem is, Jan, like right now, our show is a bastion of free speech. We
Yeah,
will
and I
never restrict someone's.
Before you go on, Frodo, Craig's in the chat.
Hey, Greg. Welcome in.
Hi, Mr. Craig. Shirley.
Yeah.
I was like 365 on my upload speed and 321 on my upload speed and about 330 something on the download.
All right, back to what you were saying, Frodo.
But yeah, I'm just saying that I don't care who you are. I don't care what your opinion is. I may not agree with your perspective on things. I will defend my right. Your right to say whatever the fuck you want.
Mm-hmm. It's like, I'm going to go out and say it. I despise Charlie Kirk, okay? I despise him. But he did not deserve what happened.
He didn't deserve to have what happened happen.
Mm-hmm. Because despite the fact I despise him and I did not like his vile language, he had the right to say it.
Agreed.
But now it's like people are getting scared to even go out now and say anything because all they do is say the wrong thing to somebody and they could get beat up, shot, killed.
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, barely, but we can hear you.
We hear you.
Okay, hold on. Let me flip my mic to a different mic because it's being stupid. I'm actually. Hold on.
Are you using your laptop mic?
It's using my webcam.
Ah. Yeah,
Now,
unfortunately.
can you hear me clearly?
Perfect.
Yes. So now I'm on my headset mic.
Yeah.
So that I continue to talk.
Yeah, you sound much better.
So what I'm going to say is I may not have agreed with Charlie Kirk or anyone extremely right-wing because honestly, the right wing lately has been damaging our country in ways that I don't care to calculate. I mean, going from just the tip of the iceberg, I could say that the attack against Jimmy Kimmel in and upon itself was stupid and absolutely ridiculous. However, I do not, will not, and cannot ever encourage people to take their hatred of a person and turn it into violence. Because that's not the way to do things. You want to know the way to do things?
How?
You debate the man. You put him in a debate, and you put up your own show, or you do any number of things,
Yeah.
but you don't go and shoot a poor man with kids and a family in the neck.
Yeah. Because here's how I look at it. I may have hated the guy, but first and foremost, he was a husband and a father.
Bingo.
And a
I'm
human
back.
being.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go even more basic than that, Shirley. He was a human fucking being.
Yeah.
Yes.
And as I see it, he deserved at least that level of respect.
Mm-hmm.
Did I like him like you? No, I did not. I
No.
thought a lot of what he said was stupid and wrong.
Mm-hmm.
That women shouldn't be able to vote. That
Taylor Swift should not subject to her husband, or future husband, I should say.
No, Taylor Swift needs to subject herself as her husband's property, is what he was going after.
Ah.
Okay. That Trump isn't the bad guy around here. Hello. But you will never hear me say that he didn't have the right to say those words.
Right.
Never.
Right. I agree.
Because guess what? Even though I may have found most of what he said apparent, stupid, and bad, there's this lovely thing called the First Amendment. And guess what? It protects everyone, including high school kids. So, I don't know if you've heard this, Shirley, but here in Iowa, specifically in Mike's old high school.
Oh yeah, about Linmar. Fucking Christ.
So, a student-run TV program.
LMTV.
Student-run TV is under scrutiny by Representative Ashley Hinson. By the way, she used to be a newscaster here in Cedar Rapids. She was on KCRG. She did a lot of the morning news shit.
Mm-hmm.
So for her to be doing this is a slap in the face of her old career. That's my opinion.
In other words, she's just like Carrie
Just
Lake,
saying
isn't she?
No.
Yeah.
The
Well,
whole thing is LMTV just gives announcements for the day. That's all I do. There's about 5 to 6 minutes in length. I know because I did stuff behind the scenes when I was in high school.
Mm-hmm.
So I know this. And hearing this pisses me off. It pisses me off.
What happened? What happened was the students in these announcements mentioned that it was Bisexual Plus Pride Week. Big fucking whoop. I don't give a shit. Okay? Except now Miss Hinson is claiming they were forcing them to release sexual content on the air. All through calculation today. Sorry for my mocking voice, but that shows you how fucking little I give a fuck to what that woman says. She treats the First Amendment like her toilet paper, just like Trump. And I'm sorry to say, as far as I'm concerned, anyone who would disrespect someone for using their First Amendment rights needs to be kicked out of office. I don't care who you are. The second you fuck with First Amendment rights, you should be gone.
Yeah, because here's the problem. Because think about it. You had what was it? No, it wasn't Charlie Kirk. I think it was Trump who said one thing, and then um, Brian Kilmeade said something else, and they were demanding he get fired. He has not been fired yet, but of course he's on Fox News, so.
Oh, Brian Kilmeade. I know exactly what he said.
Yeah, I do too, but I don't know if I want to mention it on the air.
Go for it. Mention it. Put it
Okay.
out there.
Okay, basically, at one point
Wait a minute. It's not. Okay, never mind.
Okay. Anyway, he basically said that homeless people should off themselves.
Yep. And that people with mental health disabilities should be put in under the projections as well. And the reason I told Shirley to go ahead and mention this is because I've got a little something to say about that, you motherfucker. People who have mental disabilities are not bad people.
No.
I have a mental disability. My cohort down here, Mike, has a mental disability. My cohort over here, Janet, has a mental disability.
I probably have one. I just haven't had a chance to find out.
I was going to say that my cohort over here, Shirley, is about 90% certain to have one. You know,
I just need to get tested.
Here's the fact. Just because people have mental disabilities doesn't make them any less human.
Yeah.
And going a little further on that, just because you have those mental disabilities doesn't mean that your voice isn't equally valid to the next person.
Yeah. Look, I'll give you the perfect example. Ty Pennington, ADHD. Did that stop him? No.
Well, and ADHD, a lot of people are actually doing some research on ADHD, and there's actually some questions on whether ADHD should be a separate diagnosis or if it should be grouped into the autistic spectrum. And even then, a little bit, there is a sub diagnosis for ADHD called AUDHD. So to explain, it's autistic level ADHD is what it basically represents.
Sorry, folks, I'm coughing up a storm. You really don't want to hear me cough, so that's why I can quickly mute.
But yeah, so I'm sorry, but anyone who says that a group of people, specifically like those who are mentally ill or whatever, need to have no input, can go to hell. Can you check the chat, see if Sajo said anything?
Let's see. He said...
You know what? I will tell you something that I had an experience with at Walmart. And the mother encouraged it. He had a young son with her. And he was on the spectrum. But, what was it she said he had? But anyway, he welcomed my attention. He appreciated the attention because I didn't, I let him make the move, not me.
Yeah.
Does that kind of fit in with what we're discussing?
In a way, yeah. But what really bothers the fuck out of me is that people talk about people with disabilities like we don't have the right to speak our minds. And like, I think Mike can tell you firsthand, I'm one of those people that encourages each of us in the show to say what we think. Have I ever told you can't say a word that you were thinking, Mike?
No, you never said that at all.
The fact is,
You,
people need to respect that, there is the First Amendment.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Yeah, it's like I have the right to say something, but I have to sometimes be careful what I say because I could say something that's actually not true at all, and it could spread like wildfire in 3 seconds.
Yeah, here's the thing that I always think of: freedom of speech is not freedom from the consequences of that speech.
Exactly.
like me, going out and saying, Shirley robbed her bank. All the money's in her house.
Mm-hmm.
And it turns out it wasn't.
Yeah, because you see, one of the biggest problems is I always see people complain about this. People have been getting fired left and right. Well, here's the thing: a lot of businesses and schools they have a social media policy.
Yep.
In other words, you've got to be really careful what you post. And people are crying, "Oh, that's taking away their right to free speech." You don't understand.
You know,
The
most
threat.
schools don't even allow freaking cell phones,
Well, it's like
let
this.
alone tablets.
Yeah, it's like this though. The problem is, when it comes to free speech, it means the government can't take away your right. But that doesn't mean, because you have to remember, colleges, universities, and businesses, they're all basically,
They're
private entities. So guess
If
what?
it's a
Go ahead, Frodo.
if it's a private entity, there is no expectation of First Amendment rights.
Mm-hmm.
However, if you have, let's say, Donald Trump, that is public, that is government, and that is against the law.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because people want to keep forgetting that just because as Saju said it right, private business does have a right to fire anyone, and that is true. I mean, you know, I mean, let's say hypothetically, I get diagnosed on with the autism spectrum disorder. Okay, now just because of that, people are going to think I'm going to take advantage of my job or something. It's like, no, I don't want to be treated any differently. If I do something stupid that'll get me fired, then go ahead and fire me. Because some people sometimes they use whatever condition they have to basically milk the system.
Yeah, there is that, but sometimes, like for me, my biggest weakness, autistically speaking, is social. I'm
Oh,
not good at social. What was that, Mike?
He had to step away.
But I'm not the best at social in its situation
Hmm.
whatsoever. And that's my weakness. And that's part of the reason I go out as much as I do, because I'm forcing myself to be social
Hmm.
to gain skill at being social. Does
Right.
that make sense?
Yeah. It does.
I don't. I
So,
have the opposite problem with you, Frodo. I love people.
In other words, he's very
well, like
social.
for me,
And
most of the time when I'm out and about, uh, I I force myself to socialize so that I can become more comfortable with it.
Hmm.
But if you want to take me as by standard, if like you're talking about standard stuff, I just don't feel comfortable in social situations because so many people, so many ways that people can interact and interpret shit confuse the shit out of
Mm-hmm.
me. I'm the person who prefers hard data. It either is or it isn't.
Mm-hmm.
It's either a one or a zero. It's either a yes or a no.
Mm-hmm.
I hate the ambiguity of social situation.
Yeah, that's true. This ambiguity could drive you nuts.
It's not even just driving me nuts, Shirley. It's more than just driving me nuts. It's I don't know. Like I you can tell me you could tell me tomorrow or today that's a certain facial expression means that someone's overwhelmed. I wouldn't be able to pick up on that.
Right.
Not because I don't want to pick up on it, but because I literally cannot pick up on it. You know what I'm
In
saying?
other words, you have a problem picking up the visual cues.
I
Ugh.
I couldn't pick up a visual cue if you fucking slap me in the face across slap me across the face 20 times with it.
Mm.
It's that bad, Jan. But the problem is people see me socializing and they expect me to be perfect at it, and I'm like, no,
No. Mm-mm.
because I'm not. I'm bad at it. That's why I keep practicing because it it gets me a little bit better each time.
Yeah.
Does it mean that I'm gonna get good enough to be great at it? No, it's always gonna be my weakness.
Uh-huh.
But the fact is, most people who are autistic or mentally ill can take and say, you know what? I admit my flaws.
Mm-hmm. Me too.
I can admit when I have a flaw. And I want to work on that flaw to improve that flaw.
Yeah. It's like, I recognize my own shortcomings.
Is it easy to admit that you have a flaw? No.
Mm-mm.
Most people
My
would
major
rather be. Go ahead, Jan.
finish, Roto. My major flaw is I can't admit when I'm wrong. It's very hard
And
for
you
me to
know,
admit when I'm wrong.
and you know what? That's a
What?
Freudian flaw that I have to an extent. It's just that my problem is 99% of the time, and this isn't me being big headed or anything, but 99% of the time, I'm right.
Well, let's see. In my case, I have no problem admitting when I'm wrong, but sometimes I feel like I carry that mistake too long, if you get my drift.
Exactly.
Just like you demanding perfection when you mess up on something.
Mm-hmm.
You've been
Yeah.
exposed to that before.
Yep.
I've had to yell at her. I've had to yell at Shirley a few times because she makes a mistake and she acts like she's the worst person in the world. I'm like, no, mistakes are just that. They're errors. It's not a big deal.
You know what?
You know?
Really, it's kind of funny, but at the same time, it isn't, Shirley.
What?
You say you're not going to fail me, and you're talking to an inanimate object.
Well, I can't help that.
You know?
That's part of what I'm talking about is that's her Freudian flaw. And for Mike, I don't know. But Mike, are you back?
He's not back yet. You still got his be right back thing
Nope.
out.
Okay. But
But
yeah,
I,
all
but
of
I,
us have Freudian flaws.
yeah, but I have a thing where it's like, you know, like especially at work, I don't want to goof up. I don't want to foul up. It's like it's got to be just right. Especially, there have been times that snowstorm we had back in January. I actually had to come in the following day because they needed me to print some boards to go in front of the governor. And it's like, oh shit. This time it has to be perfect. There's no excuse for this one.
Hello, I'm back.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Okay. So, Mike,
Yeah.
we were talking about Freudian flaws. Do you have a Freudian flaw you'd like to mention?
Floridian flaws, like a
Sigmund
Freudian slip.
Freud. Sigmund Freud.
Freud.
Freudian slips.
Yeah. Not that I'm aware of.
Ask your girlfriend.
I mean, she's focused on her diamond painting right now, so later on.
But yeah, like I can admit my flaw. I'm thinking about Sarah, and one of hers that I can think of is when things don't go her way, she kind of does the whole Shirley thing where she gets really pissed off when things don't go her way.
Well,
Say she
well,
drops something.
in my case, it's not always. It's not going my way. It's not go. In my case, it's more like it's not going the way it's supposed to be going.
Well, sure, she kind of has the same thing in a way,
Mm-hmm.
where she gets pissed off when things don't work. Me, like I said, one of my Freudian flaws is the fact that I'm kind of, I'm not good at socialization.
Hmm.
Never have been. Oh, and just so you know, the reason I'm stepping away so frequently
Are you cooking?
is because, yep,
That's about right.
you want to know what I'm making?
Sure. What is it?
Ravioli.
Nope, a chicken-based pasta.
Ooh, that sounds good.
Yeah,
That sounds delicious.
yeah, considering that the chicken is marinated, both of them,
Mm-hmm.
both of them.
In tomato?
Oh no.
Oh.
One is like a lemon mirin,
Ooh.
What
and
in the
one
heck is
is
mirin? What is
it's like
mirin?
it's like a Asian sweet sweet rice wine.
Oh. I didn't even know they had such a thing.
Is it just a cooking wine or is it drinkable?
Some mirins are very drinkable, but most of the time mirin is used in cooking. And then the other couple chicken breasts are mesquite based.
Ooh.
So I've got dual flavored chicken, spaghetti, a pasta sauce going together.
That's right, folks. It's dual flavored chicken for a duel. I'm kidding.
Nah, but serious talk. I bet you, and this is not trying to get super political, but it's just a thought
Uh-huh.
that I just had. I bet you if we asked Donald John Trump what his Freudian flaw is, he wouldn't be able to come up with one.
No.
What do you mean a Freudian flaw? I'm perfect, don't you know?
Oh yeah. You say, there's nothing wrong with me. I'm perfect. Then he turn around and fire you.
Yeah. But but it's almost like going back to this entire Jimmy Kimmel situation. Okay, and I'm not gonna mention this too long, but Disney suspended him. Then they brought him back, but then two major companies said, well, we're not gonna bring him back for a little bit yet, and they finally caved and brought Kimmel back on. But everyone's like, it was a business decision. I doubt it. It was a First Amendment decision.
It wasn't even a First Amendment decision, Shirley. It goes even deeper than that.
They didn't like what he said.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah, but it was a little bit deeper than that. And that's what I'm trying to say. What it boils down to was that Kimmel said something that Trump disagreed with. So he hinted, is what he'd say,
Mm-hmm.
even though a hint from Trump, the president of the United States, might as well be a direct fucking order to your face that Kimmel should be taken off the air. And Brandon Carr, the current head
FCC
of
chair.
the FCC decided to threaten ABC with that.
Mm-hmm.
And he said, and I quote, "We could do this the easy way or the hard way."
Yeah, I remember that quote.
And I'm just like, you're going to hear me say something right here. And Mike,
Michael.
I'm here.
He's there.
Make sure you don't have a heart attack when I say what I'm about to say.
Okay.
But I actually agree with Ted Cruz.
Yes, I know what you're talking about. I know exactly what you're talking about, Frodo. Because Ted Cruz himself said, when you try to censor people you don't like, the situation can get really bad. Let me go see if I can find that exact quote.
Which is true.
Yeah, but what he said about what Brandon Carr said is what I agree with him on. He said, this is Ted Cruz on his podcast, said that what Brandon Carr said can be the easy way or the hard way, was essentially Goodfellas.
Yes.
Okay.
And
go ahead.
how often has anyone in this show ever heard me give props to Ted Cruz?
Nobody.
I've never done it. So for this, it's kind of BTA world record.
Mm-hmm.
But no, he said that. I looked up and I'm like, wait, what? That was Ted Cruz that said that?
Mm-hmm.
Are you fucking kidding me? Because I couldn't believe it. That Trump person said something so right. But I can't agree with him on everything. But that one I will.
Agree to disagree, basically.
Yeah.
Anyway, continuing on. I am going to say this right now. I doubt that Trump's listening. But if he is, I'm going to say this to you, sir. I don't care how many threats you try and make to me. I don't care how many times you try and tell me that I can't say something. I will not be leaving the air because of you. I will not accept you, Brandon Carr, or anyone else in your administration telling me that my words that I say on this show or any of my friends say on this show are illegal. Because unlike you, I actually think the United States is a great place already and doesn't need to have all the people that you're trying to kick out of here kicked out because you think that immigrants are bad. So here's my advice for you, sir. If you don't want to be called out as the piece of shit you are, maybe don't be following the Nazi handbook step by step. Sorry.
You're good.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Would you mind if we change the subject a little bit at this
Go
point?
for it. Go for
Yeah.
it.
All right. Okay. Fantastic Four first steps gonna be out on Blu-ray on October 14th. Excuse me a second. Thank God they can mute in a heartbeat on this. But all right, going back to what I was saying. I don't know what's going on, but Disney seems like they want to charge an arm and a leg. The Blu-ray plus the digital code, $40.99. What the hell, Disney? Seriously?
I know why they're doing it.
As they
I know
can.
exactly why. No. Because with the Kimmel thing, in literally a day or 3 days, they lost $8 billion.
Mm-hmm.
So they're trying to recoup that loss.
Yeah, excuse me.
And something else. I don't know if you heard this. The Disney Hulu and ESPN bundle price is going up.
They
Again.
have it at a discount for a month. Then it goes up to regular price.
Mm-hmm.
No, the regular price is going up, Dan.
Yeah.
Okay, then the new price.
Yeah.
But they have it at the old regular price
Mm-hmm.
for to lure people in.
Yeah. The funny thing is, I had canceled Disney Plus and Hulu long before this entire mess started because I was barely watching anything on there. And
The only reason I know this sounds stupid, but the only reason I was keeping Disney Plus is because of Doctor Who.
Mm-hmm. And now
I'm
the
gonna
future's
cancel
uncertain. And now the future's uncertain if Doctor Who will stay on Disney Plus or not.
Oh, they could put it on Roku.
Yeah.
Uh,
Well,
Oh,
Roku
man, what's
now
that?
has a new
Classic. Has classic.
new
on it.
what?
Roku now has a new pay service called Howdy.
Yeah. $2.99 a month, which is pretty good.
What is Howie?
Howdy. Like like Minnie Pearl would say, howdy.
Oh,
Or
it sounds like
Howdy Doody.
Mm-hmm.
shows like Minnie Pearl show, the Beverly, the
Hee haw, but no, not that kind of thing. It's just the name of the service is called Howdy.
okay.
And basically for
Sounds like
$2.99,
Roku.
yeah, for $2.99 a month, you get everything ad free.
You're kidding.
Nope.
Yeah.
Anybody
If
know what the kind of shows are on Howdy?
Oh,
Haven't looked.
yeah. Well, I know I've seen some movies and all. If they put Extreme Makeover Home Edition into Howdy, I'd be getting that in a heartbeat.
Is it spelled HOWDEE or HOWDY?
HOWDY.
Howdy Doody. Howdy Doody.
Mm-hmm.
It's Howdy Doody time.
Yeah, that's perfect for you.
Yeah. But at least
God, I
hey,
remember.
Target's got the Blu-ray to go for $31.99, but still it costs a lot.
Physical people, companies like Disney are trying to make the case that physical media is bad because they want people to subscribe to things. The problem is, I'm so done with like streaming services and them switching them over. I mean, I have Peacock because that was where all the WWE pay-per-views used to be. But
Now, of
that
course,
they're
now it's
on
on ESPN.
and that is $30 a month, which is fucking highway robbery.
Yeah, you're right. And also dependent on a cable
guess what?
company.
Guess what?
What?
They also have a howdy for is a comprehensive web portal connecting students, applicants, faculties, staff,
That's
parents.
different.
That's
and
not it.
students.
Wrong one, Janet. Wrong one, Janet.
I
Wrong
know.
one.
But yeah, to me, all fucking subscribe to this, subscribe to this, subscribe to this, nickel and diming the shit out of people when I don't know if the companies have noticed, but the economy isn't really the best.
No, it's not.
And you wonder why people are resorting to piracy.
Yeah.
Piracy is always the thing that's going to be coming back whenever shit like this happens. I'll tell you. Sometimes sailing those black seas is a good thing.
Yep.
Mike, when you come over tomorrow, I'm gonna have to show you something.
Okay. That was also the point too, because I know you
Yeah.
wanted to show me something. So
Yeah, and one thing I am really disappointed with streaming now. I wanted to see the blooper reel for Captain America: Brave New World when I still had Disney Plus. They didn't have it. It's like, are you fucking kidding me? That's one of the first things I look for. The gag reel. Like,
Yep.
you ain't gonna have it? Screw it.
There is one little political thing we need to mention
Okay.
quick. An Arizona Democrat won a special election to get a seat in the U.S.
U.S. House. And Mike Johnson's not certifying it.
Yep. He's refusing to swear her in.
Yeah. Because she could be the pivotal vote that says you're going to get those Epstein files released.
oh, God.
That's what it has to do with.
I'm to the point where I'm going to say something that your jaw might hit the floor on, Shirley.
Okay.
Oh, anonymous.
Yeah,
I know you've got at least 40 terabytes of data on Trump and all of his associates. I know you're holding back for some reason, but maybe it's time to show the Republicans that, that
Sorry about that.
you guys don't play clean with tyrants.
You know what? I've got dishes to do, and I'm remembered to make the freaking coffee. I didn't do it last night. So I am going to say goodbye to everybody.
That's fine.
Take care.
Night, Jan.
All right.
Okay.
How often,
Mike, can I call you in the morning?
I will be out tomorrow.
Okay. Thought I'd
How
try.
often do you guys?
Anyway,
All
take
right.
care, everybody.
Later.
Night, Jan.
How often do you guys ever hear me calling on Anonymous to do something?
Not very often.
Nope. But who knows?
So for me to call on Anonymous says something, doesn't it?
Yeah. leg hurts.
Anyway. Anyone else got anything else to do? I'm gonna probably bounce out.
Okay, well, I know I got one thing. Last weekend, went to visit my great niece in Tennessee, celebrate her first birthday, and it was worth it, even though the drive up was chaotic. Because you would think, going to Nashville, you'd be going 65 straight to 24. No! It's like 65. It's like you go 65. When you go into Nashville, you got to take 40 and 65 together. Then you got to take 24 and 65 together. Then you finally split off to 24. And unfortunately, by the time Mom and I had gotten there, it was already like, it's Friday, it's rush hour. You know what that means.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Don't remind me.
Yeah, because we did not make it to the hotel till almost 8 o'clock. But we actually ran into another odd situation. I had originally booked the hotel in Clarksville. The only problem is the hotel I originally booked didn't have an elevator, which creates a problem for my mother with mobility issues.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, I thought every hotel by now would have an elevator.
You would think.
Mm-hmm. So I asked the person at that desk. He said, "Is there a hotel that does?" He said, "Go across the street. They've got one." And sure enough, they did. Because that's the thing. That's an important tip. If you ever want to book a hotel, and you've got at least one family member with mobility issues, put in like wheelchair accessible in your search. That way you know if it's got an elevator.
That'd be good.
Because I was so shocked when the original hotel did not have an elevator. So, yeah, very important tip.
Yeah, no kidding.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
just glad that...
Go ahead.
Oh, yeah. But, it's just shocking that there are still hotels that don't have an elevator.
Same. Update on my end.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to have my gallbladder removed toward the end of this month. I was in the hospital labored on Labor Day because of abdominal pain, which I have no idea what was causing that. And they didn't really find anything, but a potential issue was a gallstone.
Huh.
Which it made sense, but it didn't make sense at the time.
Mm-hmm.
So the doctor recommended that I talk with the surgeon about it, had me do an ultrasound, found a 13 millimeter gallstone.
Ooh.
And what the surgeon said that what might have been happening is that the gallstone was kind of rolling around in the gallbladder, get stuck at the exit.
Ooh. And
then pop back out or pop back in the gallbladder.
Oh, God.
And it was kind of going in, out, trying to pass, but it couldn't pass. Wanted to pass, couldn't pass, etc. And so we just
make up your mind.
Exactly. But 13 millimeters, that's a bit too big.
Yeah. Well, okay. Also, one last thing before we go. We've got 2 storms out in the Atlantic. Now, originally, Imelda was supposed to go into South Carolina and cause some flooding rain. Well, guess what? Umberto said, "Nope, you're gonna meet up with me." Seriously, what's going on is Imelda will take a sharp right turn, thanks to Humberto, and go away from the U.S. Now, there is still a chance of rip currents and dangerous surf, so please be careful. And that's actually coming from both storms.
Yeah.
But yes, South Carolina has basically been saved. The day is saved.
Thanks to the Powerboat Girl.
Yep.
That brings back memories.
Oh, yeah. It was good back then. The newer version was not so good.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yes, Imelda and Umberto will steer away from the U.S. Now, Imelda could still be a threat to Bermuda. So, anybody going out there, just be careful.
Yes, please.
But oh, but that's the fun. That's the fun part of the hurricane season. You think, oh, it's coming this way? Nope. Because I still remember one of the craziest routed hurricanes ever, Hurricane Elena back in '85. Because this was so crazy. First, it looked like it was going into Mobile. Then it curved right towards Florida. Then it curved back towards Mobile. Then it curved right again towards Florida. Then it finally made landfall near Mobile. That was one of the weirdest hurricanes ever. But it goes back to what Jan always says. The only thing predictable about the weather is its unpredictability.
True.
So, but yeah, but just be careful of rip currents and dangerous surf conditions throughout a lot of the East Coast for the next few days. So, all right. So I think that's really all for tonight. Tomorrow, Frodo is taking his wife out for her birthday. So we're not going to do political catch-up this week. We'll do it next week. But I will be doing Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links because the Duel Monsters world is getting a Major League update. They're introducing Noah Kaiba and Darts, Seto Kaiba in his Season 1 blue suit, and Yami Yugi, minus the cape. It just looked like, just a tank top. So, I'm looking forward to that. And by the way, that big update should take place about midnight tonight, but I'm not gonna play till tomorrow. So I probably will not be able to unlock Darts or Noah tomorrow night, but hey, at least I can get close. And that's okay. Alright. So yep. Oh yeah, Sajo said officially playoff season for baseball. Yep, that's right. Playoffs are about to start. So
when is the World Series?
Well, it depends on when how long it takes the teams to get there, but let me find out. I can get a general date. Yeah, they don't give an exact date per se. Okay, hold on. MLB playoff and World Series schedule. Here we go. Okay. Okay, the first of the wild card series starts tomorrow. And then okay, I just want to get to where the World Series is. Okay, Division Series will start on Saturday, October 4th. League Championship Series Sunday, October 12th. And the World Series will start on Friday, October 24th.
Okay.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me. If this is right, the World Series, Game 6 could be on Halloween, and Game 7 could be on my birthday.
Oh, wow.
That's if they get that far. All right, so anyway, I think this is a good point to end it. So, and also on Friday, we will be doing Trivia Night. General Trivia Night, we're not going to do the specific category. So,
Sounds good.
all right, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to play the 15-second ending, so hang on. Alright, so with that in mind, I'm going to say love, peace, and chicken grease. Have a great night. Sleep well, stay safe. I'll see you tomorrow for Duel Links, and the rest of us will be here Friday for Trivia Night. So, peace.
Later, everyone.